Hi, good people of Africa. There's something interesting and beautiful to share with you today, okay? This is Vidashi Studios and welcome to African Time. Well, we'll see what is happening. Okay, so African First Zone shared some insightful news. They says the Trans-African Highway Network, Africa's most ambitious road project, is a pan-African initiative aiming to integrate 9 major highways covering a total of 56,683 kilometers. Okay, they also says that the route will pass through South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Nigeria, Cameroon, Algeria, Egypt, Libya, Senegal, Chad, Djibouti, Ethiopia, Sudan, Botswana, Angola, Zambia, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Tanzania, the Central African Republic, and then the Democratic Republic of Congo. This network symbolizes Africa's commitment to progress and enhance interconnectivity. Wow, how nice. This is actually beautiful, okay? This is actually beautiful. It can actually enhance economic trade, inter-African trade, boost businesses, transportation. This is beautiful. This can actually connect Africa together for us to have shared thoughts and values and also learn one or two things about Africa and also share some economic burdens with each other. Well, that's actually good. It's a good initiative and it should be actually a welcoming idea if this is what our leaders are planning to do. It's actually a welcoming idea. Well, we hope it comes to pass. Well, this one says the true definition of Africa's commitment to progress and enhance interconnectivity is when any African can travel to part of Africa without a visa, period. Okay, this person believes that if every African can actually travel to every African country without a visa, that is the true interconnectivity and progress enhanced. Well, somebody replied to him and says, this can happen easily when every other African politician learns to prioritize development, not when some are selfless while others are so selfish that they drain collective resource and go stuck in the white man's land. Say that is a good point. One is saying that the African interconnectivity and progress can only enhance if you have free visa with each various African country. But this one is saying that can only happen if the leaders, some are selfish and some are selfless. If the selfish ones are actually fished out and changed, or they have actually improved themselves and stopped being that and actually connected or think about the people's achievements, that is the only way we can actually say that we want to see Africa prosper. But until then, we are not actually going to do that one. He's saying that until then it's not actually going to work. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. Nobody is going to sit there for someone to use his greedy to destroy his economy and also affect his economy to another economy too. Nobody's going to agree to that. That is so true. All right, so now let's do some small learning. Let's see. So he says that the 56,000 kilometers Trans-African Highway project of the century. All right, so they also continue and says the Trans-African Highway Network is an ambitious pan-African road network of major roads aiming to cover 56,683 kilometers by merging 9 highways. The mega project is a collaborated initiative by the African Union, the African Development Bank, and the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, and in collaboration with individual countries. Okay, so these are the bodies that are actually collaborating to actually make this a reality. They are saying that it's done by the African Union, the African Development Bank, United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, and then the collaboration of the individual countries that this lane or this network will pass through their countries. So this is how this can be achieved by Africans. These are how it's going on. But when this was shared, the comment section was actually interesting, okay? There was something fishy that I think I need to address this with our fellow Africans. Well, this one says high-speed railway will be better. Well, that's true though. High-speed railway would actually be better too, but this one is not bad. At least this one, though, they can actually connect the roads to some highways that can also be effective. But I think later we can also add the trains too, because the trains is actually safer and faster. Because the trains, it can also have cargo trains that can load the goods. Also have that one can transport people too. Yeah, the trains could have been also better. But for now, let's have the idea of the road now. Hopefully they can finish that one, then we can move to the train and not to the aeroplanes and all the other sorts of transport too, okay? But yeah, for now, let's hope this one works better. But as I said, the comment section was actually different between the South Africans and Nigerians, though. Let's see this. This one says, please remove South Africa from the plan. That is not an African country. They should go and do their highway with Europe. Why should we say this, brother? This one also says, why are we sharing a road with Nigeria? These were some alarming and worrisome kind of takes that was mostly dominating the comment section. South Africans don't want to have anything to do with Nigeria. Nigeria too didn't want to have anything to do with South Africa too. This is actually alarming. I think there should be something to address about these people, because it's actually alarming to see this. We're actually discussing about African progress here, okay? And this is actually for movement of goods. I think the most important thing that we need to check is that the various authorities, they should actually be serious in this and not to accept bribes and corruptions, and then they actually have to maintain good high security staffs so that these unlawful things, activities can be decreased. Okay, well, that is it. But these kind of comments and takes are actually harmful and it's not good. Okay, we understand the individual differences, but this is actually not the time to discuss that. We actually should hold our various leaders accountable. So the South African people should hold the South African leaders, Home Affairs and those security agencies accountable, so that these things can actually stop. Okay, and then we can actually discuss some Africa development and not be having these kind of takes with each other. Okay, so I decided to share these 2 points for us to see it's not only the Nigerians or South Africans that were actually doing back and forth with each other, but South Africans were also raising some concerns too, but we need to work ourselves out so that we can actually improve the development that we are looking for in Africa. This is something I'm here to share with you, my African people. Hopefully you guys enjoy this section of African Time. This is African Highway for Trans-African connectivity. Hope you enjoy this. See you guys around.